Hi, I'm Darlene and this is Heartfelt Crochets. Today we are going to be crocheting a modified sunflower granny square. This granny square only has 3 rounds instead of 4. The traditional sunflower granny square would include puff stitches, but we omitted the puff stitches. So let me go ahead and teach you how to crochet this modified sunflower granny square. Okay, so for today's tutorial, instead of using this salmon colored yarn, we are going to be using this very pretty golden yellow. This is Red Heart Super Saver yarn, and this is in the color Saffron. We're going to use, this is just an extra ball of brown that I have. I believe it's chocolate. And then we have this very pretty deep green. This is also Red Heart Super Saver. No, I take that back. This is Mainstays. And this is in the color Sea Turtle. Okay. So we are going to put this aside. We are going to need a 4.5 millimeter hook, or really any hook that you desire, depending on the size that you want your granny square to be. For this size here, I am using a 4.5 millimeter hook. Okay. So you would go up a size if you want your square to be bigger, or you'd go down a size if you want your square to be smaller. We are starting with the brown. And we are going to make a slip knot. Now we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to insert our hook into the very first slip knot, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through both loops that were on the hook. And this is going to create just a little circle. You're going to find the center of that circle, and this is where we're going to be crocheting, right in here. So we're going to chain 3 as our first double crochet. And then we are going to double crochet 15 in this circle. Now, to refresh your memory on how to crochet a double crochet, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the circle, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through 2 of those loops. Now you have 2 loops remaining on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through those last 2 loops, and that's a double crochet. So we have 3, we need a total of 16, so we're going to crochet 13 more double crochets. Okay, so this is number 4, 5, and 6. 7, 8, halfway there. Okay, now that should be 16. So we're going to count just to be sure, because it would throw everything off if it wasn't 16. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then our initial chain 3 is 16. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and we're going to slip stitch to that top of that chain 3. I'm going to chain 1 and cut the yarn, pull that through. Now you're going to grab this center tail and you're going to give that a good tug to close your ring up a little bit. And then we are going to thread a yarn needle, and we're just going to weave that in the, oops, it was too short, so we're going to put our needle through, going in the opposite direction, as where the tail's coming out, and then you're going to feed your needle and pull that through, and that's going to help secure that that circle stays closed, and then you're going to give that a snip. And then we're going to do the same thing. This is a nice long tail so that we can thread our yarn needle, and then we're just going to weave this one down randomly through some stitches, and then in the back side of these double crochets and pull that through and give that a snip. Okay, so we've just created our center of our sunflower. So we're done with the brown. Now we are going to go with the saffron yellow. And we're going to make another slip knot. Now we're working in each one of these stitches. So we're going to end up with 16 cluster stitches. Okay, so you're going to insert your hook into the stitch, place your slip knot on your hook and tighten that up, and then you're going to pull that through, and you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now in that same stitch, you are going to insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. But that's it. You're not going to complete your double crochet, and you're going to do that one more time. So these are 3 double crochet clusters. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 and then chain 1. And that's your first cluster. Okay, so here we only did the 2 partial double crochets because we had this chain 3 that was counting as the first. So this one's going to be a little different. We're going to do that 3 times. You're going to yarn over, insert your hook into that stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And that's it. Do not yarn over and pull through those last 2. Now yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now you have 4 loops on the hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through 2, and that's it. We're going to do it one more time. Yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now you have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through only 2. Now you have 4 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through all 4 of those loops and then chain 1. You have just crocheted a 3 double crochet cluster. I'm going to do that again in the next one. So we're incomplete double crochet 3 times in the same stitch. Yarn over, pull through all 4 loops and chain 1. And we are just going to repeat this all the way around, and we should have 16 of these clusters when you have completed a round. So go ahead and continue with that, and I'll meet you back here when you are finished. Alright, so I am at my last stitch, so I am going to crochet my last cluster. And then once again, I'm going to count, and I'm going to make sure that I have 16 clusters. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And you're going to do the same and slip stitch at the top of the chain 3 and then chain 1. And you're going to cut your yarn. Put that yellow aside because we're done with that. And we're going to take just a moment and we are going to weave in this end. Now you can see where this tail is, where we initially started with this color yarn. So I'm going to go ahead And I am going to weave this right down to meet where that yarn is. And then I'm just going to make a little knot. And that just gives it a little extra security. You don't have to, but why not give it a little extra security so it doesn't end up coming undone and unraveling. And just snip that. Now with this sea turtle green, we are going to make another slip knot. And now we're going in between these clusters. Okay, so just go ahead and insert your hook right in between that space, make a slip knot, and put that on your hook, tighten it up a little bit, and pull that through, and then we are going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we are going to crochet 2 treble crochets. So yarn over twice, insert your hook in that same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. That's a treble crochet. So again, yarn over twice, insert your hook in between, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you're going to chain 2, and then we're going to place 3 more treble crochets right in this same space. This is 2 and 1 more. And we just created our first corner. Now in this next space between these next 2 clusters, we are going to crochet 3 double crochets. So it's a granny stitch. 3 double crochets. And then the same thing in the next space. 3 double crochets. And then one more time, 3 double crochets in the next space. Now we're going to create another corner, so we need 3 treble crochets in the next space. And then chain 2, and then 3 more trebles in that same space. So 3 more treble crochets in that same space. And that creates our second corner. Now in the next space, 3 double crochets. And in the next space, 3 double crochets. And one more time in the next space, 3 double crochets. And we are going to continue that for the next 2 sides. So in this next space, you are going to crochet 3 treble crochets, chain 2, 3 treble crochets. And then you're going to crochet 3 double crochets in the next space, 3 double crochets in the next space, and then 3 double crochets in the next space. So that would be 3 times. And then you would do the same thing to create another corner and continue the same sequence. So when you reach the last space, I will meet you back here. Okay, I am at the last space, so 3 double crochets. and then slip stitch to the top of the chain 4 and chain 1. Cut your yarn. And then I'm just going to do the same thing that I did with the yellow, and I am just going to randomly weave this back and forth to meet up with that first strand. Come on. Where we had initially started our green, and I am just going to make a little knot. Comment below and let me know if you have ever made a modified 3-row sunflower granny square before, or if this was your first time. There's the yellow, there's the salmon color. That is the modified 3-row sunflower granny square. And until next time, bye.